Okay, let's move along. Fine. The last segment we got today, the last angle, is Darby Allin and Jack Perry, which Vlad was kind of excited for. He thought it would be like hardcore, that these people would kill each other, in a sense. But anyways,
In a sense.
let me go through some highlights, or I'm not going to go through it in depth, but just a few pictures, and then I'll get your reviews, and then we'll call it a night. So here's Darby Allin. Here's the scapegoat, Jack Perry. He's got a goat mask, huh? Interesting. And there's the coffin that's one of these guys is going to spend the rest of eternity in. And Jack Perry, Darby Allin had thumbtacks coming out of his face because that was a weapon. Like if somebody punched him, that would hurt, right? So that was a cool idea. Here's Darby Allin. Okay, I'm gonna show one highlight of him trying to jump out of the ring, tope suicida onto Jack Perry, but he fucking misses and hits the coffin that was standing upright. So that looked like it fucking hurt. And this was Robert. Real glass, baby. Yeah.
He did it. He did it.
Yeah.
You wanted it.
Dude, he was basking in this. The crowd was like going crazy, and he couldn't let go of this. He went on the top rope. Real class. And the crowd was chanting, "Oh, cry me a river."
And they also said "fuck CM Punk."
Oh, nice. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
They said that too.
All right. So Jack Perry takes a bump into the fucking real glass, right? And then here he is, like a fucking little bitch, looking. I'm like, dude, you asked for the real glass. Now you're like, oh my god, there's glass in me. Anyways, so the gimmick, the angle to end this match was that first he tied up Darby's hands. Okay, Darby still got a coffin drop with no hands, which was cool, but Jack Perry was gonna get put in the coffin, and this kick turned everything around. This kick, I'm gonna put it in slow motion because this was basically the final thing. He kicked Darby in his stomach there, and then from then he took him up the ramp, and he fucking tied his feet together, and then he threw him off the ramp, and that basically led to the end of the match. There's the bump onto some tables off the giant ramp at Wembley Stadium, and that led to the end of the match. Well, let's see how it happened exactly. He put him in a body bag. I forgot about that. Tied him up in a body bag. Darby was still alive and kicking, even in the body bag. But that led to the final move. I think it was a running knee, and then he finally closed the door on him, and Jack Perry retains the TNT title. All right. I don't know if this was violent enough for Vlad, but before I get his review, I'll just mention post-match there was an angle, a surprise. The Young Bucks came out to, I guess they were going to douse Jack Perry on fire, or Darby Allin on fire, which Jack Perry has done that to him before. No. Darby did that to Jack Perry, right? So Jack Perry was going to get him back, okay? And then Sting came out, who had just retired a few months earlier, and he's Darby Allin's buddy. But, yeah, Jack Perry tried to hit him with a steel chair, but nothing, no sell. Sting has got superpowers, double Scorpion Death Drop on the Young Bucks, and he saves Darby Allin from the coffin, gets him out, and there's his buddy. So I guess from now on, every time Darby Allin's about to die, Sting's got to come and save his ass. Did you got a review on this, Vlad? I don't have your review here.
I think I said I was like indifferent. The not thumbs up or thumbs down. Or was it just I guess it's just a fist, right?
Thumbs to the side. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get your review. I'll give you a minute.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'll say this. It was what I kind of expected, but I just wanted it to be more because I actually wanted these guys to hurt each other for real.
Yeah.
Because I
for
think
once, huh?
Because I think they both deserve it. I think first Darby,
explain that, Vlad, just so people don't think you're diabolical. But
okay, I'm going to explain it. Darby, who's a complete and another idiot, who loves to just damage himself in every possible way, any way you could think of. And then, if there's ever a more punchable face in wrestling, it's Jack Perry, who's a complete utter idiot.
Oh man.
So I mean, both guys, I don't think
the real glass didn't slice them open enough. You think, huh?
Yeah, like they should have been massively I don't know if you remember the shot that Eddie Guerrero took from Bradshaw that vicious shot where there was blood just soaking down his face, and it was like he needed like 45 stitches or something to seal that back up. That's what I was kind of hoping for in this match, and or at least or somebody to break some bones for real, or some glass to get stuck in somebody's eye or something terrible, because that's what these guys deserve for doing the stupid stuff they were doing in this match. So I was being a masochist in this match. I wanted somebody to hurt for real. Usually I want the wrestlers to make it out okay, and for it to be an entertaining match. But
but since these guys are such daredevils and they sell out the business
they
so
kind of
often,
do it to themselves. They want to hurt themselves, so let them hurt themselves. Let them hurt themselves badly.
Right. So you weren't entertained by this. It wasn't violent enough. You give it an indifferent, a 0 rating, not thumbs up.
Nah, they didn't go far enough. They didn't go far enough for me.
Okay, all right, I got you. And then Robert gave it a thumbs up, so he was entertained by this. Let's hear your thoughts on this, Robert. Final review of the day.
Yes, I gave it a thumbs up. And no, it has nothing to do with my real glass prediction coming true. It was more so because of Sting's appearance. It was cool to see him again.
Interesting.
That's really what it was. The match itself was just okay for me. My main issue with it was that it wasn't competitive enough. I feel like Jack Perry dominated the majority of it. It felt very one-sided to me. So I thought it would be more competitive than this, and that was my main issue with the match. But yeah, that one thumbs up, it has more to do with Sting's appearance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's it.
Yep.
All right. Well, I gave it a half a thumbs up. I kind of liked it. I have the same criticisms as Vlad. I didn't think it was that exciting and interesting. The only reason I gave it half a thumbs up was for the real glass spot and the people cheering for him. And that's it. That's all I got to say about this show. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Vlad and Robert, for your reviews today, for watching All In, for taking the time of your life to do it. Let's, I guess, wrap it up. Vlad, was it a waste of your time? I mean, look, we don't cover AEW so in depth anymore, but this was like a big show, so we had to give our thoughts on it. Are they still in the ball game, Vlad?
Well, no, they're not in the ball game, but they are a sinking ship that probably can't be sunk because of
what was
the money.
The attendance? Well, did you see it?
Yeah. I think they got close to 55,000, which was pretty good.
Okay. All right.
I think that from what I'm looking at, WrestleTix, which is a pretty accurate site mostly, that they were set up to be close to about 55,000, and I think they got close to that number. They might not exactly have hit it, but they were like right under maybe, but around 55,000.
How about a letter grade for the show overall? Like, just overall, your feeling about it. You watched most of it, so we didn't review a couple of matches, but they were kind of.
I would say probably the majority of it. I would probably give it like outside of like the one or two things that I liked. I'd probably give it like a C plus maybe.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Robert, overall thoughts about the show? Did you enjoy it? And let's if you have a grade, you can give just a gut feeling grade overall.
I mean, I'd probably give it the same letter grade as Vlad, because there were a couple matches I didn't pay attention to.
Yeah.
So
we didn't cover that London ladder match or the fucking triple threat tag team.
So I didn't watch that ladder match, and I didn't watch the Hook Jericho, and so if I did and they were, well, first of all, I wasn't interested. That's for starters, I wasn't interested. If I did watch it and they turned out to be decent matches, I'd probably give it a higher grade than C plus, but I'll stick with C plus.
All right. So C plus. I guess that's not a bad grade. It's not like a D or an F. Like, I guess they're barely holding on to us, right, Vlad? I think that's how I'd put it. They're barely holding on to me. I want to watch it just because they are significant, just because they have so much talent, and they've gotten talent that actually is good, and also I just think that a company can turn around on the drop of a dime. Like, if you start planning it today to have a good show, it could technically happen. People are waiting for a good show. If there is a good show, people will watch it.
The reason I don't think it will, you're right in theory, but the reason it won't is because they don't agree with what a good show is compared to what, like I said, what I think is a good show. Like, and they think what they're doing is good, and I don't. So I don't know how we're can't really bridge that gap if they think they're doing well, and I don't think they're doing well, and based on attendance and ratings and everything that they're going down and down and down. So I don't see how they can say that they're doing well when everything points to them not doing well. I know they should be proud of the fact that they put 55,000 people into Wembley, which I know is down from last year, but still, it's still. I mean, they are the only other company that outside of WWE that could do that. So you give them props for doing that, but they're not going in the right direction for me, and every metric that I've seen shows that. So I don't know. I don't know how we're going to bridge that gap as well.
All right, Robert, let me just ask you to end the show, because we are the type of wrestling fan that are not just super loyal just for no reason. If the show starts sucking beyond belief, we got things that we can do, right, in life. There's a million things we could do. This show, do you still enjoy it?
Enough to keep watching it? I mean, I would say for sure at the moment WWE is the better wrestling company. They put out better shows at the moment. But it's AEW. Okay, let's put it this way: if there was no MJF or Will Ospreay in AEW right now, I probably wouldn't watch AEW at all.
Wow.
Damn, that means they're holding on by a thread, basically.
Yeah, so
that is a thread.
That
MJF re-signing was very important then, and also the Ospreay signing. So, okay,
yeah.
All right, interesting. All right, so we're still in the ball game. We'll cover AEW. It's not all out anymore, so we're all in. But we'll cover what we can and what we think is good or interesting.